Okay, welcome to the last week of History 2204. This is sort of an extra video here. I'm going to talk a little bit about the final, um, and that's it on this video. Then I'll have another video talking about the things for this last week here. The final will be up sometime this next week. On our normal schedule, it would be up on the 19th of April, Friday at midnight. I'm actually going to put it up a little bit earlier, possibly Wednesday or maybe just a day or two earlier, okay? That's one thing. Secondly, is that you will all have until the 2nd of April, the 2nd of May, Thursday, the 2nd of May at midnight to complete your final. So that is essentially 2 weeks, all right? If I get it up on the 18th at midnight, which is next Thursday at that would only be 24 hours earlier. I'll try to get it up on Wednesday, but it's possible it'll just be Thursday. Again, it's about a day early. It could be, if it's up on Wednesday, that's basically 2 days earlier. But you will have more time to do it. I want to give people a real opportunity to do as well as they're willing to sort of effort for. Graduating seniors, I will have to have your final by the 29th of April, Monday. So graduating seniors, you'll have sort of the standard sort of 10 or 11 days, right? If it goes up on Thursday, you'll have basically just one extra day. It'll be due the 29th of April, Monday at midnight, because I have to have your grades in by May 1st. And that'll give me the 30th. To Tuesday the 30th to grade and get those grades in. The rest of you, again, will have until the 2nd of May. It's a couple more days. About 2 weeks. Okay. I'm not going to talk about the question. I'll have a video when I post it. I'll have a video sort of about the question. I'll sort of walk through the question. What I want to say is that if you want to meet with me to talk about the final, let me know. I'm not available every day, as I talked about sort of at the beginning of the course, right? My wife works 3 days a week, and I'm sort of homebound those days with my son, and we're potty training now, so that sort of makes it harder to go out. But I work, 3, 4, or 3.5 days a week when she isn't working. Try to take a little bit of time for sort of the family when we can. So I'm available, and I'm available essentially at any time on those days. I usually work from 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. So time isn't really an issue. Where will we meet? Basically, email me, and I'll let you know. I work a lot at the Panera Bread on High, just south of the law school, and I work at other places as well, but with the final coming up, and if somebody emails me, I'll probably stay a little bit closer. I'll probably be there more often than normal because that's pretty convenient for you guys to come and talk to me. The other place I do go a fair amount is the Panera Bread on Grandview, or in Grandview, on, I think, Grandview Boulevard. If you want to meet with me today and I'm in Grandview and you can't get there, we'll try to set up another date. There is a bus. I think it's 82. Is a bus that all of you can ride for free, or you do pay for it in your fees, your student fees. That goes right by that Panera Bread, and so when I'm at campus and I want to go there, that's how I get there too. So you could always take that if you don't have a car or sort of easy access to a vehicle. I will do anything. I will, if you just want to talk about helping to do an outline, sort of, where do you want to go? I'll talk about that. If you have an outline and you want me to sort of go through your outline and suggest some different things and do that, I'll do that. If you want to talk about the actual organization, which is sort of an outline does, but let's start setting up some paragraphs, I'll help you do that. I will also, I've done this before, if you write your answer, I will go through it sentence by sentence and help you get a really good grade. I'm not going to just write it for you or rewrite it for you. If you haven't written anything, then you can still meet with me and we'll talk about things. But I'm not going to sort of, if you have an outline, I'm not going to sort of say, okay, let's start to write your paper, right? I will be an equal partner in your final with you. I'm not going to be an 80% majority partner, where I sort of say, okay, why don't you sit there and look at your phone and I'll write you. I'm not going to do that. But like I said, if you do write your answers, I will go through one of your answers, which usually I guess the first one, but if you want me to do the second one, I'll do that. And we'll rewrite it together. And, that answer should get you a very good score. I won't do both. Why is, I'm willing to sort of walk through and talk about, constructing sentences and this sort of thing. And then when I help you, and we'll go through and hopefully those things will make some sense to you, then, I'll sort of ask you to sort of put that into practice on the second one. So anyway, so I really, and I will spend as much time as you want. I've done this before. I've spent 3 or 4 hours with students going through a paper, every sentence, rewriting it and saying, okay, what do you want to say? What about this? And like I said, and I will do that. Okay. I won't do this via email. Because email is great for a lot of things. Email is not particularly effective for this. Essentially what happens is, and I have experience with this, is that students sort of just shoot me something, I comment back. They don't really think about what I said. They just sort of implement it, and then I want this to be helpful to you, right? So that when you take other classes, you'll maybe do a little bit better. And then again, when you get a job, you're gonna have to write. Sorry. At least if you get a job that probably most of you want, where you're actually an important member of a community or some sort of business, and compensated financially as such. There are jobs out there you don't have to communicate at all or write at all, but those are jobs that you guys probably don't want, right? Or you're not in school probably to get those jobs. Okay, so I just want to let you know that. So again, shoot me an email. Give me an approximate time once we figure out a day. Give me an approximate time. It doesn't have to be exact, but I do move around from time to time. I think I talked about this before. If I'm one place and I just need to sort of go for a walk, or I need to if I drove, go for a drive, I'll go somewhere else. But if you're going to meet with me at 3, then I won't do that. I'll sort of obviously I would stay there. Okay, that's again. So just to sort of review really quick, I want to talk about the times. I'm going to have the final posted on the 17th or the 18th, okay, this coming week, a day or two early. And like I said, you will have, if you're not graduating, you'll have essentially 2 weeks. You'll have until the 2nd of May, possibly 15, 16 days. If you are a graduating senior, you will have a timeline of Monday at midnight, the 29th of April at midnight. I do have to get that a little bit earlier. Okay?